the telephones. Actually, right there's the telephone on the right I just sold. And if you can take a look at that, you may not notice it. It's complete. It's got the crank, the bells, and as you can see on the inside, it actually has the entire innards of a phone, which is the mechanism there that works the bell, and the, gee, I forget what you call it, the transformer. Well, whatever, I'll tell you what it is later. But if you notice on this phone, most people will probably never notice, they all have a shelf. Well, it's pretty obvious to me that that shelf was replaced because whoever replaced it didn't do it correctly. The wood's way too thick. They never used that thick of woods. And if you can see over here, this is the next phone I'll be working on. This is just basically an empty case I bought. It was at a flea market. It doesn't have nothing inside. So it's just pretty much bare bones. It's got nothing. And then as we pan over here to the left, you can see some other pieces I have. This phone right here is in a little better shape. It does, it's the magneto. It does have the magneto in it, which is this here is what turns and generates the electric, cranks, and it gets the bells to work. And you notice it even has the schematic on the door of how to hook up the phone. And if you notice here, I cut out a template. This template is part of the shelf. It would go right here. And I'll show you a shelf that I made from a template, and here's the shelf. Of course, the color isn't correct because I made it for another shelf, but you can see the difference in the other shelf. This is thin. I routed the edge on it, and it's more proportionate to the phone. Whereas this other phone, it's just too big and bulky. And you can see this one will go here, and you can see the difference. It just fits better and it looks better. You don't want to have them big bulky shelves on there because it's not correct. Now, when you start working on a shelf, and if you make a template, you'll notice here that this is a piece of oak. You can buy these at Lowe's. That's where I do my business. I have an account there. And you'll notice it's 1/2 inch. You want to buy it 1/2 inch, saves you from planing it, and you can buy whatever size lengths you need. And here's some of the parts that I've just accumulated. There's a magneto right here. This is where the crank goes on the end. Here's different shapes of bells. Here's the mouthpiece. I bought a whole bunch of these. Actually, these are reproductions. I try to get the originals, but you can't always have that, and it's not always that critical. And you can see right here's the mouthpiece here and the receiver. And this is brass. This is a reproduction I put on there, which is really not that important. And here's another receiver here, and it needs to have an end put on it like that. But you see the different shapes of bells, and if you'll notice, most of the bells are nickel plated. Some were black, and that's original, but I'm not sure the reason. If you'll notice, underneath the black, I put this on the my wire wheel, and you see it's brass under there. Well, some people may like to have them original, but I like to put a little polish on it and let the brass go through. So basically, that's what I'm going to show you right now. And the next step we're going to do is actually taking one apart, putting the pieces together, and getting it ready for sale. So I hope you come back, and we'll finish this project together. See you later. Happy Thanksgiving, by the way. It's Black Friday, and it was pretty crazy in the stores. See ya.